The timing of this project could not have been better. I mean, it started just pre-COVID, but its value became so apparent very, very quickly in March 2020, when we all had to move online very rapidly, and often with relatively little experience. And I think having a body of practitioners who were experienced in the area in place already was of huge benefit to all of the institutions in the country.
I think without the EDTL project, we would have struggled through COVID to support staff, to engage them, to explain what the benefits were. We would have struggled to communicate to students. We would have struggled to get the student voice represented in what we do. From a student's learning, it's been phenomenal in many ways in terms of inclusion. The whole aim of the project was to improve students' digital skills. And many students coming in, especially undergraduate students in first year, probably came to campus traditionally with poor enough digital skills. It's accelerated digital skills upskilling of students.
Digital education was part of the university strategy. It was part of the connected curriculum. But the EDTL project has really been a catalyst. It has really spearheaded the embracing, the embedding of digital education across the curriculum. From a student perspective, it is raising their awareness of digital education. It is exposing them to different means of learning, and it is also benefiting staff in engaging students in multimodal pedagogy approaches around how they learn and how they'll study and how they'll assess themselves.
One of the greatest benefits of the EDTL project has without a doubt been the collaborative aspect of it. Not only collaborating as a team on a national level, but also the collaboration at a more local level. It wasn't about units or individuals, it was about how can we all work together to make the best out of this in this really challenging time. One
of the key benefits to the EDTL project has been the project leader, Cliona, and her personal and her collaborative approach. The Chalk Digi discussions, these soundbite discussions, brought together partners across the university where they can learn about good practices in various colleges in a very small soundbite approach. And you can see then how I can take what has been applied in the College of Art, Celtic Studies and Social Sciences, maybe into science and engineering. So that cross-fertilisation within the university, that has really benefited.
Our student interns have been absolutely brilliant, from Catherine Dawson, who was our first student intern, to Stephen O'Riordan, our current intern, who has finished up with us now and actually just taken over as Education Officer for the Students' Union here in UCC.
One of the main activities that we would have done would have been roundtable discussions, which was kind of a fantastic opportunity for me to give my perspective as a student, but then also staff to give their separate perspectives on teaching. But I think it really just enshrined and embodied that idea of education being a social experience and designing education really being a collaborative effort with both students and staff. Rather than a panel discussion, it was a round table, that it was everyone being involved, everyone collaborating, because I think that's how you end up achieving the goals of, enhancing digital teaching, making education more accessible.
Fundamentally, we're here because of students, and I think if anything that we do needs to benefit the students. And many of us are coming, like myself, from a time, from our experience as a student, that was dramatically different than the student experience is now. So I think for those reasons, having the student voice as part of the project was not just valuable, I'd say essential.